I'm going on a journey to meet my spirits and ask them to show me how the creative energy of the spirit world can help our group here today. I'm going on a journey to meet my spirits to ask them to show me how the energy of the spirit world can help our group here today. I'm in the place where all the worlds meet and all my spirit helpers are there, standing in a circle. I walk up to the circle and it opens slightly to let me in. When I step into the middle of the circle and I say, show me how the creative energy of the spirit world can help our group here today. And I ask my spirits, who will come with me on a journey to find this out? And my upper world teacher and my deer and my vulture step forward, and the crow and the squirrel and the circle opens and we all walk out, and my teacher is running ahead and he's running quite fast, and the deer is running after him, and I'm running and the crow is flying, and the vulture says to get on his back, and we're all moving very fast. And we're in the lower world now, moving along a narrow path, a white path. It's very straight, between tall, dark pine trees. And we reach the small stream at the end of the path, and we move over it as though it's not there, and then suddenly we get to the edge of a cliff and it's very high and we're going off the edge and we're falling. I can feel myself falling, and I can see my teachers falling around me, even the vulture and the crow falling. And we land on dry ground. I was expecting there to be a river, but this time there's no river, there's dry ground. And we're walking, and it's like a desert with cacti and rocks, and I can see small animals. And I say again, show me how the energy of this place, the creative energy, how can it help our group here today? And I can see everyone sitting around me now. We're all in the desert together. And we're all sitting in the circle, and I can see your own spirit helpers behind you, making like a second circle outside of us. And my own spirits are all around me. I can hear the drumming, and we stand up, and the two circles are moving, one clockwise and one anti-clockwise. The inner circle, which is us, is moving clockwise, and the outer circle of our spirits is moving anti-clockwise, and we're moving together but against each other. And the energy of that movement is pushing us up into the air. And we're rising up into the air. And we're holding hands. And I think of the quote about how many angels can dance on the head of a pin, because we're hanging in the air with no support underneath us. And then the ring of our spirit helpers rises up as well, and now we are moving anti-clockwise and they are moving clockwise. And now both the circles have turned from being horizontal to being vertical, and now we're like a wheel, and we're moving, and the wheel is moving forward and the inner wheel is moving backwards. And we're not going forward or backwards, just staying. I can feel myself rising up out of the circle, and all of us are separated now, but we're all rising up into the air individually and becoming lighter and lighter. And I say to my teacher, what is the meaning of this? And he takes me by the left hand, and now we're in the air looking down at the two circles moving. And he says this is how it has to be. If everything pulled in the same direction, nothing would happen. And I say, but things are pulling in different directions and nothing is happening. And he says it only seems like nothing is happening, that the movement in opposite directions is building tremendous energy, the same energy that created the universe. And I say, is there any message for the group here today? And he looks at me and he says, not to be afraid to pull in different directions, that that's where the energy of creativity lies. It's not a step into the unknown, it's a stretching of ourselves. And I say thank you very much. And I go back down to the ground, and my teacher is there, and the deer, and the crow, and the vulture. And we go back across the desert, and we're lifted up to the top of the cliff on a current of air, and we walk back along the white path between the trees to my place in the lower world, and from there to the meeting of all the worlds where all my teachers are. And I'm standing in the circle again, and I say thank you to those who came with me, and thank you to those who stayed here. And then I come back here.